All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about how to become untouchable. And I don't mean in some cold, arrogant way. I mean becoming so grounded, so solid in yourself, that the chaos other people try to throw at you, it just can't touch you. This is all about building an invisible shield around your energy, your time, and your peace of mind. But first, let's tackle the big question, the one you've probably asked yourself a million times. Why does it feel like you're a magnet for difficult people? You know, the energy vampires, the manipulators. Why do they always seem to find you? It feels personal, right? Like you've got a secret target painted on your back that only they can see. And, you know, the easy answer is to just say, well, they're just mean people, that the world's full of jerks and you just got unlucky. And look, there's some truth to that, sure. But that answer leaves you completely powerless. It makes you a victim, just hoping the next person you meet is going to be different. But that's not the real story. It's not even close. Here's the truth. It's both a little tougher to hear, but also way more helpful. They bother you because of one simple, unconscious thing you're doing. You're sending out a signal, handing over a permission slip you don't even know you're holding. But here's the amazing part. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And the moment you decide to stop, everything changes. You get back in the driver's seat. So what is this signal? What is this permission slip? It's your reaction. A reaction isn't a response. It's an uncontrolled emotional flare-up. It's that flash of anger, that immediate defensiveness, that sudden urge to explain yourself. And for a toxic person, oh, your reaction is gold. It's the fuel they need. It's the proof that they got to you, that they have a little bit of power over your emotions. It's the prize they were after all along. Think about it like this. When someone says something designed to get under your skin and you immediately get flustered or angry, you've just shown them your puppet strings. You've confirmed that their words can directly control how you feel. They pull a string, say with a passive-aggressive comment, and you dance. In their mind, they just won. They've got control. But don't worry, we're about to cut those strings for good. So how do we do it? We're going to walk through 5 very specific power moves. Think of these as your personal toolkit for building that shield. Each one is a real, practical strategy you can start using today to take your power back. Let's jump into the first and, honestly, the most important one. Okay, power move number 1. This is the foundation for everything else. Stop reacting. This is all about creating a tiny little space between their action and your response. It's about mastering the pause. And when you do that, you literally starve them of the emotional energy they were trying to feed on. Here's a super simple way to practice this, the 3-second rule. So picture this. A coworker makes a snide remark about your work in front of everyone. The old you might have jumped in, gotten defensive, maybe your face gets red. The new you does this instead. You hear the comment, and you do absolutely nothing. You just turn, look at them calmly, no anger, and in your head you count 1, 2, 3. That little pause, it's a circuit breaker. It stops that knee-jerk reaction cold. Then you just say something totally neutral, totally low energy, like, okay, or that's an interesting take. The effect is stunning. They wanted a drama, they wanted a fight, you gave them a dial tone. Suddenly the game's not fun for them anymore. And what this really comes down to is energy management. See, the reactive person is just leaking energy all day long. They get angry in traffic, they get annoyed by a comment, they get frustrated over nothing. They're always tired because they give their energy away to things that absolutely do not deserve it. A strong person, on the other hand, understands that their energy is their most valuable currency. They choose where to spend it. They see a meaningless provocation for what it is, a cheap attempt to steal their energy, and they just decline the transaction. Now that leads us perfectly into power move number 2, which is just as important. Stop explaining. So many of us feel this deep need to justify every decision we make, especially when someone is questioning us. This is about learning to own your choices, period. No approval needed. I want you to memorize this phrase. Seriously, it is one of the most powerful things you can say, because that's what I chose. That's it. It's a full sentence. See, when you start rambling on, explaining why you can't go to that party or why you're making a change in your life, you sound like you're trying to convince yourself. You're basically asking them for permission. This phrase shuts all of that down. It says, I've already approved my own decision. The discussion is over. So here's the playbook. Someone asks, hey, why aren't you coming out tonight? Instead of the long story, you just say, calmly, because that's what I chose. Now the key is they'll probably push. Oh, come on, but why? The temptation to explain is going to be huge. Don't do it. You just take a calm breath and repeat with the exact same quiet energy. That's just what I chose. You're not being rude. You're not being aggressive. You are being a calm, firm, impenetrable wall. The conversation literally has nowhere else to go. You've taught them that your decision is final. And that brings us right to power move number 3. Create consequences. Now, this isn't about getting revenge or being punitive. Not at all. It's about a simple, natural law of relationships. How people treat you should directly impact how much access they get to you. You teach people how to treat you by what you permit. I want you to think about your time, your attention, your energy as a really valuable resource, like front row tickets to your life. When people are respectful and kind, great. They get 100% access. They get quick text replies, your full attention, your help. But when someone is disrespectful or rude or dismissive, well, their access level has to drop. You are the one who controls that dial. Because if someone can treat you poorly and still get 100% access, what incentive do they ever have to change? So how do you turn down that dial? You do it quietly. This doesn't require a big dramatic announcement. It's all in your actions. That friend who always makes little digs at your expense. Well, you just start taking a few hours or even a day to reply to their texts. That family member who's always criticizing you, you're suddenly so busy when they ask for a last-minute favor. You just become less available to them. And remember the goal here? This is not about punishing them. It's about protecting you. It's about preserving your own peace. Okay, power move number 4. This one is huge. And for a lot of us, it's the hardest one to master. You have to stop seeking approval. To be truly untouchable, you have to get comfortable with the idea that some people are just not going to like you, especially when you start setting boundaries. And you have to be okay with that. This metaphor is so incredibly true. Manipulative people have like a sixth sense for people pleasers. They can spot that fear of being disliked from a mile away. It's in the way you might apologize when you did nothing wrong, or how you nervously laugh at a joke that isn't funny. It's that sinking feeling you get when you say yes when you mean no. To them, that fear is blood in the water. It tells them you're a safe target, that you won't push back. And this is the fundamental choice you have to make. Look, you can be liked by almost everyone if you're willing to be a doormat, have no opinions and never say no, but you won't be respected. Respect is earned by being real, by having boundaries and sticking to them. The moment you stop chasing approval from people who don't deserve it, toxic people lose their hold on you, and amazing, high-quality people are drawn to your confidence. You have to pick respect. It's worth so much more in the long run. And that brings us to the final, ultimate power move, the one that makes all the others possible. Find power in solitude. Now, this doesn't mean you have to become a hermit. It just means getting to a place where you are genuinely happy and peaceful in your own company. Because when you're not afraid of being alone, you stop accepting scraps from people just to avoid it. Here's a powerful little experiment you can try. For just 1 month, stop being the initiator in your relationships. Stop being the one who always sends the first text, who always makes the plans, who's always trying to keep a conversation going. Just pull back your energy a bit and watch what happens. It might feel a little scary at first, but the result is magic. The takers, the users, the people who are only there for convenience, they just fade away. But the people who genuinely care about you, they'll notice, they'll reach out, they'll step up. It's not a test, it's a filter, and it shows you without a doubt who's really there for you. So when you start putting these 5 moves into practice, day by day, what actually happens? Well, your entire reality starts to shift. It's a quiet change, but it's a deep one. You go from being an easy target to being peacefully and powerfully untouchable. This is what your new reality looks like. The toxic people, they get confused. Their old tricks don't work on you anymore, so they get bored and they go find an easier target. At the exact same time, good, strong, respectful people start showing up more in your life. They recognize you as one of their own. But the most important change is internal. Your mind is quieter, you have so much more energy, you're not a puppet anymore. You are the one in control of your own peace. So we end with the only question that matters now. Hearing all this is great, but the real power is in the doing. So look back at these 5 moves. Don't try to do them all at once. That's overwhelming. Just pick one. Which one jumped out at you? Was it the 3-second rule? Or maybe using the phrase, because that's what I chose? Just pick one and make a promise to yourself to try it 1 time this week. That single action, that's the first step to becoming completely and wonderfully untouchable.
Like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe my channel now. Thank you for watching.